Hello there. All right, y'all, I apologize. I'm looking a little rough. I just woke up. So it is September 2020 and we are supposed to be in Disney World right now. But due to all the stuff going on with COVID, we pushed it back to 2021. So in lieu of that, I decided to take everyone, the whole family, to Gatlinburg. That is our cabin that you see behind me. And we really don't have anything planned, and also this is kind of our first family vacation, so this should be interesting. So I'm going to take you along with us as we go into Gatlinburg and do a few things. I'm going to show you some cool views of the mountains from our cabin, and here we go. Video here. Okay, so we are at Grotto Falls, just outside of Gatlinburg, and we hiked up the mountain here. It's about a mile and a quarter up the mountain, and then the payoff is here behind me. That is Grotto Falls, very beautiful. So awesome. So, just did the mountain coaster. Hey, sorry if the footage was kind of foggy. It looks like my camera fogged up while it was in the bag, so some of that might be unclear, but that was pretty cool. 20 bucks cool? I don't know, but still kind of a cool experience. Okay. All right, so we're about to try the Baskin Creek Trail that goes to the Baskin Creek Falls. The sign is not that clear, but according to Google, it's about a mile and a half that way. So let's check it out. All right, so we decided to go on another short hike today, and we are at Baskin Creek Falls, just outside of Gatlinburg. You can see it behind me. Heather's over there. It's about 3 miles round trip, but it's fairly difficult for the inexperienced hiker such as myself. The last 50 yards was like straight down. But one cool thing about this particular falls is that there's really nobody here. I think there's 2 other people here. If you make the trip to Gatlinburg, some more of the popular falls are Laurel Falls and Grotto Falls and Rainbow Falls, but Baskin Creek Falls, I heard this was kind of off the beaten path, so this is pretty cool. We pretty much have it to ourselves, so I highly recommend. So one thing I really like about Gatlinburg in general is the fact that there are several places where you can just pull over and look at the streams and just kind of explore. Even during like peak season, you can find a little section of the stream just kind of off the beaten path that is kind of your own private section of heaven for the day. So Heather and I, that's right, we came over here just to like take selfies. But we went up to Grotto Falls, and on the way down the mountain we were like, man, it looks really pretty right here. So we stopped and yeah, started exploring. So cool deal.
Okay, we're going up. Oh, and we're stopping. No. Okay, they must be stopping to let somebody on.
I'm glad it's not real crowded. That means we're not too heavy.
There we go.
A bird just flew landed on one of us.
So we can ride this again if we wanted.
As many times as we want till 9 o'clock. It might be pretty cool to do it at night. So you get off up there and walk across the bridge.
Yep.
And then get back on.
I'll turn around and see how high up we are. Let's see. All right, here we go.
Appreciate it.
They just cleaned it, so it's fresh and clean. Oh my God, I'm holding on. Oh my God. I never thought I would do one of these glass bottom things.
That's okay.
Are you holding on, Mom? Oh, there's a gap in it right there.
Yeah, if I couldn't hold on, I couldn't do it. Yeah. There it is. There it is.
Ha-ha. Okay, that wasn't so bad. We're okay. There's a giant flag.
Oh, Heather.
Okay, I'm just gonna just walk straight and look down.
Panic at the end.
You started to panic? Why?
I don't know. See the trees.
I know. Well, here I was thinking it wasn't that bad. There's a big flag in the middle. Beautiful view. So we got backed up back there because they had to clean it. They said someone got sick on it, I guess, looking down at how high they were. So now there's nobody in front of us. We can take our time. What'd you think?
It was scary at the end. I almost made it without panicking.
We think our children would probably panic on this because it moves.
Are you hugging my daddy? Or your daddy?
Pretty cool. So down here, before you go up to the bridge, they have a little waterfall. And they have a little picnic area. You can see where you get back on the Skylift over there. And then there's the bridge. Whew, these chairs don't have railing or anything. Literally just look off the side of the mountain. So, wouldn't bring the kids over here. Wow. There's where we were a minute ago, in the middle of the bridge. It looks much scarier looking at it from here than when you're on it. They do, but look, there's no railing or anything here. All right, we're gonna go get back on the chairlift.
Hey there. So we are entering our last night in Gatlinburg. Very sad. There's the cabin behind us. Before we pack up tomorrow, I kind of want to tell a funny story. So it's about an 8-hour drive to get here from where I live, and we made the drive, kind of unwinded for a minute, unpacked, very tired, car sore, all that kind of stuff. We decided we're going to go back into town to go to the grocery store. And right down the road there, you can see it kind of curves over to the left. Back behind the trees, we saw a bear. So we saw a bear within about an hour and 15 minutes of arriving at Gatlinburg. So I thought that was pretty cool. In total, we've seen 3 bears, one on each day. In fact, Heather and I saw one on our way to the Baskin Creek trail there, and we saw him about 40 feet up in a tree. But yeah, all in all, I think we've had some pretty good success with seeing the wildlife here. So yeah, just wanted to include that in this video. Pretty neat. Okay, so on the way back from Gatlinburg, we decided to take a short little detour to Fall Creek Falls State Park. It's about 2 hours outside of Gatlinburg, west of, and there it is behind me. It's absolutely beautiful. It's actually a really large state park. I thought this was it, but you could probably spend a week here alone. There's a lot of trails and different falls, but that's the big one. Pretty cool. So hey everybody, we are back from Gatlinburg. I'm getting ready for work, and it is so difficult to get back in the swing of things at work when we've been gone for like a week and a half. In fact, after the Gatlinburg trip, Heather and I took a short trip. I'll do a video on that as well in a little bit here. But I kind of wanted to offer some kind of last minute reflection or guidance, advice for anybody who is thinking about making the trip to Gatlinburg. And I want to do this while it's still fresh in my mind. One of the cool things about Gatlinburg is that it kind of has the best of both worlds. If you're into nature and hiking and that sort of thing, you could spend your entire time in Gatlinburg just hiking some of the several trails there are in the Smokies. If that's not so much your thing and you're more into touristy things like museums, theme parks like Dollywood, dinner theater, water parks, that sort of thing, then you can do that too. The highlight for me was definitely Baskin's Creek Falls. I mispronounced it on the video. It's Baskins with an S at the end. One reason I really liked it was because it was less traveled. There wasn't as many people on that trail, and I think the reason is because there's no clear signage that the falls are at the end of the trail. So while we were driving in the loop around the mountain, we saw that the parking for Grotto Falls and Rainbow Falls was ridiculous. When we got to Baskin's Creek Trail, we had plenty of room, and when we get down to the trail, we got to the falls and there was nobody there. You need to do a little bit of research if you're thinking about taking that trail, because there are a couple junctions, a couple intersections that are a little bit confusing. In fact, if you're thinking about making that trip, just drop a comment and I'll be happy to add some clarification for you. The highlight for the kids was definitely the Wild Bear Falls Water Park. I have to remember the name. And I actually got that from a fellow vlogger who mentioned it, and just a week before we made the trip, I saw it and I said, I think the kids would really love that. The highlight for my wife and mother-in-law was the Gatlinburg Skylift. I'm afraid of heights. I rode it 5 years ago. It's not my thing. They really enjoyed it. And now the Skylift goes up, and of course there's a sky bridge there, which you saw in the video. But that's it. Know that we're about to head into the really busy time in Gatlinburg. We're going into September and into October. So if you're thinking about making a last minute trip, it might be really hard to find a cabin with a great view. They're all kind of booked up at this time of year. So if it were me and you're thinking about going, I might hold off until spring, just my unsolicited 2 cents. And Gatlinburg really has a lot to do. That's the #1 complaint you get about places. Oh, there's just not enough to do here. There is plenty to do in Gatlinburg. In fact, my mother-in-law commented that, man, there's so much to do here. There really is. So I really do think it's family friendly. With all this COVID stuff going on, you can still keep your distance from people. And yeah, so we really enjoyed it. And if you have any questions or comments or anything, feel free to drop them below, and I'll be happy to answer what I can. And yeah, so thanks for watching.